turn on your video. Good afternoon, children. I hope you all started revising. First chapter, is it over? Rijas, is it over? Achyut? Yes. Rijas? Zano?
Doing the last exercise.
Last exercise. Okay, by today I have to complete this. Okay. Tuesday evening, 7 o'clock, we'll be writing the test paper, 7 to 7:30. Tuesday evening, 7 to 7:30 in board number 9. Okay, start class test, 20 marks in Google Forms, first chapter. Prepare well and come. Tuesday. Okay, now read. Rijas, note it down. Okay. Dia.
Yes, sir.
Actually, and functions. Okay. Okay, children. So let us do few more questions. Before we do this, few more questions. Note down some formulas. Okay. Note down some formulas. You know the formula anyhow. You have the formula booklet, means write down everything in the formula booklet. Write down. First one. Suppose A and B are two sets. Suppose A and B are two sets having M and N elements. Okay. No need. Okay. Look at this. Write with the simple notations like this. N of A is equal to M. N of B is equal to N. Then number of relations. What is the formula for number of relations? Number of relations is given by number of relations from A to B is number of relations from A to B is 2 raised to Mn. Okay, this and all we have learned. Okay, it is A to B. Again, if it is from A to A, what you will write? Number of relations from A to A means N into N, isn't it? So if it is M means 2 raised to M square. A is an element. A is a set having M elements. The number of relations from A to A is 2 raised to N square. Okay, so next one, look at the next one. Suppose X is a set having M elements. Okay. Suppose X is a set having N elements. Note down just N. And N of Y is M. Then the number of functions from X to Y. Number of functions is otherwise called mappings. Number of functions from X to Y is number of functions from X to Y is M raised to N. It is M raised to N. Number of mappings from X to Y is M raised to N. Okay, note down this in the formula booklet, children. Okay, don't write somewhere here and there, and okay, will not be getting time to write it again. So no, write down neatly in your formula booklet or somewhere from where you are learning. Write it neat. Second one, if X is equal to Y, suppose it is a function from X to X or Y to Y. Suppose X is equal to Y, in that case, number of mappings is, then number of mappings is N raised to N. Number of mappings will be N raised to N. Okay, okay, children. So write the next one. Write the next one. Suppose X and Y are two sets having N elements. Suppose x and y are two sets having n elements. That is, n of x is n of y is also n. N of x is n and n of y is also n. Then total number of bijections will be, total number of bijections is equal to, say these and all some formulas. Okay, total number of bijections is n factorial. Okay, actually it is not in our book. Yes, Achyut.
No, I was going to ask about this in the text.
No, it is not in the text. It is not from the text. But this time being MCQ, we can't predict whether such questions will be asked or not. Okay. So that is why I give the formula. It is when you go for entrance classes and all, this type of questions will be asked. But in our textbook, we have only two formulas. Number of bijections from A to A. A with 3 elements. How many bijections? In that form, you have one question. As I know, in our textbook, one example question is there. A is equal to set 1, 2, 3. Then how many bijections can be defined means it is 3 factorial 6. If you go through the example, you might have got this one. Okay. Bijections means it is 1, 1 and on to functions. It is n factorial. Okay. Similarly, another one is this. Write down this. Suppose n of x is m. Okay, this is the formula you asked, Achyut. If n of x has m elements and n of y has exactly 2 elements, then number of onto functions is, number of onto functions is 2 raised to m minus 2. It is 2 raised to m minus 2. Okay, at least note down this formula. Okay, I think this type of question only you asked. Is or no, Achyut? Today morning you asked one question. Okay, it is 2 raised to m minus 2. Write the next one. Next question. Next, okay, formula is over. Now we are going to do the problems. Write down. Suppose n of a is equal to m and n of b is equal to n. N of a is equal to m and n of b is equal to n. Then total number of non-empty relations. Total number of non-empty relations. What is the answer? How many relations? Earlier we discussed one formula there. So it will be the total number of relations. How many are there? But the question is here non-empty relations. How many non-empty relations are there? What is the answer? N of A is m, n of b is n. Then the total number of non-empty relations is. The answer is? The answer will be? It will be the answer? 2 raised to mn minus 1. 2 raised to mn is the number of relations. 2 raised to mn is the number of relations. Okay? 2 raised to mn is the number of relations. But non-empty means that empty relation you can leave it. So you'll get 2 raised to mn minus 1. It is 2 raised to mn minus 1. Now next one, listen children, if R is symmetric, if R1 is symmetric and R2 is symmetric, Then R1 intersection R2 is symmetric or not? R1 is symmetric, R2 is symmetric. R1 is symmetric means what you can say? A comma B belongs to R1 implies B comma A belongs to R1. Is or no? Similarly, R2 is symmetric means A comma B belongs to R2 implies B comma A or belongs to R2. Therefore, whether A comma B belongs to R1 intersection R2, will it belong or not?
Yes.
Yes. So R1 comma R2 belongs to R1 intersection R2 implies B comma A also belongs to R1 intersection R2. So intersection is symmetric, but union need not. Okay. Union may or may not, because we don't know whether it will belong or not. But intersection, surely it will be there. Finished? Finished, children? Is it okay? Michael, is it clear? Huh? Write the next one. Write the next one. A is equal to set 1, 2, 3. A is equal to set 1, 2, 3. R is equal to arc A cross A. R is equal to A cross A. The whole set you take. Then R is, option is given like this. It is symmetric, transitive. It is not symmetric. Sorry, children. It is not symmetric, not transitive, not reflexive. D is equivalence relation. D is an equivalence relation. What is the answer? What is the answer, children? It is A cross A. You take the whole set. So it will be the answer. It will be an equivalence relation. When you take the whole set, 1, 1 will be there, 2, 2 will be there, 3, 3 will be there. Okay, we get all the possibilities. Therefore, if you take the whole set, it will be an equivalence relation. It is an equivalence relation. Write the next one. Next one. Give the domain of root of 2 minus x. Domain of root of 2 minus x. Option is minus infinity to closed to, open to infinity. Option C, minus infinity to infinity. Option D, none of these. What is the answer? What will be the domain of this function? It is square root, isn't it? Whenever we are given square root, what you have to do? To find the domain, we'll be able to take the square root only if the function inside the domain must be greater than or equal to 0. Is it not? So it will be the domain. 2 is greater than or equal to x. That means x is less than or equal to 2, isn't it? So what will be the domain? What is the answer? X is less than or equal to 2 means it is minus infinity to 2. Whenever we are given square root function, the function inside the root must be greater than or equal to 0. Next one. Next one. Give the domain of the function 1 by root of x minus 1. Give the domain of the function f of x is equal to 1 by s.
Answer the previous question.
Which one? That root.
Last
Okay. I think it's
Yes.
what about the second case? Look at this case, children. 1 by root. What is the answer? In the previous case, we took x minus 1 is greater than or equal to 0. Here, is it possible to take equal to 0? No, isn't it? Here, what is the possibility? X minus 1 must be positive. X minus 1 must be greater than 0. So, it will be the answer. X is greater than 1. So, it will be from open 1 to infinity. Michael? These questions which we are discussing are all previous year's board exam question. Okay? These are all previous year's board exam questions. Finding the domain and range.
Ma'am,
Yes.
can you explain again why we are not taking greater than or equal to?
Equal to what happens when it becomes 0?
The one.
Huh? What happens when the denominator becomes 0? Yes, my x minus 1, if it becomes 0, will it become 1 by 0?
Yes.
So whenever we get rational functions, you have to keep it in mind, the denominator is not equal to 0. Along with here we have root. We can take square root only if the function inside the root is positive. Okay? Right, the next one. Next one. The domain of the function. Write the domain of the function f of x is equal to modulus of x plus 2 by x plus 2. What is the answer? Write the domain of the function modulus of x plus 2 by x plus 2. This is a board exam question. All the questions which one we are discussing are previous year's question, board exam question, children. Okay. What will be the answer? Here modulus x can be defined for all the real numbers. Is or no? Modulus of x plus 2. If the function is defined like this, modulus of x plus 2 can be defined for all the real numbers. But here we have denominator. So whenever we get denominator, what do you have to check? Denominator must not be equal to 0. Okay, so we have to find the point at which the denominator becomes 0 and that should be removed. So it will be the domain here. What will be the domain? You can take all the real values except minus 2, isn't it? R minus 2. All the real values except minus 2. Next one, Give the range of the function. Give the range of the function f of x is equal to x minus 3 by 3 minus x. Give the range of the function f of x is equal to x minus 3 by 3 minus x when x not equal to 3. What is the range? What is meant by range? Set of all images, isn't it? Check what is the image you will get here. X minus 3 by 3 minus x. What is the image? What is the answer? What is the image, children? What is the answer here? It will be, you can write like this, isn't it? By taking s. So it will be minus 1. So it will be the range. Range is singleton set minus 1. Only one element will be there. Write the next one. Second one, the range of the function, f of x is equal to modulus of x minus 1. What is the range of the function? What is the range of this function? Modulus of x minus 1. What will be the range? What is the answer, Rijas? What is the range of this function? Modulus of x minus 1.
0 to infinity.
Yes, very good. It is from 0 to infinity. Okay, modulus function takes only the positive values. So it will be from 0 to infinity. The next one. The range of the function f of x is equal to x plus 2 by modulus of x plus 2 with x not equal to minus 2 is.
Ma'am, range, right?
Range of the function. F of x is equal to x plus 2 by modulus of x plus 2. So first of all, you write f of x. What is f of x? We can write this as x plus 2 by x plus 2 if x plus 2 is greater than 0. That is same as when x is greater than minus 2. And it is x plus 2 by minus of x plus 2 if x plus 2 is less than 0. That means x is less than minus 2. So from here, what is the value we will get? It is 1 if x is greater than minus 2 or minus 1 if x is less than minus 2. Is or no? This is the value of f of x. 1 and minus 1. So what will be the range? Range is 1 and minus 1. Range is 1 and minus 1.
Ma'am,
Hmm.
rather than doing this, we can substitute with some digits and check, right?
Substitute it and you can check. That way also you can do. But here it's being modulus and the same value only we have. Okay. The same method only we will do when you check for differentiability, continuity, modulus function. We apply the definitions. Write the next one. Finished? Is it over?
No, ma'am.
Now, where you late, Gayatri?
I was there, but I left in between. because of
Okay.
network. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Write the next one. Next one. The range of the function f of x is equal to 1 plus x square by x square. The range of the function 1 plus x square by x square is option A 0, 1, B 0, 1. Okay, here it is closed. Here it is. 1 second. Here, first one, both are closed. Okay, write down. A, B, open 0, closed 1. C, 1 to infinity. D, surely we can't write infinity closed because we don't know the value, isn't it? We write infinity means it will be always open. What is the answer? What is the answer? How will you do this? Look at the numerator. You know how you can split this? Is it 1 by x square plus 1? Is it like this or not? So it is always greater than 1. Is or no? It is greater than 1. F of x is 1 plus 1 by x square. And 1 by x square will be also always positive. But it will never become negative. So what will be the answer? What will be the answer? So it will be greater than 1. So either C or D. So what will be the answer? It is open 1 to infinity. It is open 1 to infinity. C. C is the answer. Okay. Is it clear, children? Is it okay? Now let's go through the questions given. Sample question paper. How many of you have taken the printout? How many of you took the copy? Raise your hands. What about the others? Yes. Okay. What about Sania? Naurin? Sania? Yes. So okay. So take the sample question paper. We are going to solve the questions from the sample paper. The first chapter sample paper we are going to solve. One second. Okay, so I think, okay, yesterday we discussed the question paper pattern. Okay. So if you take the first set, here we are not getting the question. From the first 4 questions, there is no question from relations and functions. Look at the second set. In second one, we have the 7th question. Take the 7th question. 7th one. A relation R in the set capital A is equal to 1, 2, 3 is defined as R is equal to 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3. Which of the following ordered pair in R shall be removed to make it as an equivalence relation? Easily you can give the answer. What is the answer? 1, 2. So 1, 2 is to be removed to make it as an equivalence relation. Okay. Similarly, look at the next one. Look at the next one, 11th one. question. A is equal to set of all x belongs to z where 0 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 12. R is equal to set of all ordered pair AB where modulus of A minus B is a multiple of 4. Then the equivalence class 1 is. Equivalence class 1 means, yesterday only we discussed this type. Is that no? Equivalence class 1 means when you divide by 4 or multiple of 4, both are same. When you divide by 4, we should get the remainder 1. So what is the answer? What will be the equivalence class 1?
Can you solve that problem?
Yes.
No, ma'am. Can you solve that problem?
So here It is given from the numbers from 0 to 12. Yesterday only we discussed that one. Achyut, you solved it or not? It's a textbook question.
Yes, ma'am. Like I had some doubt.
Equivalence class 1 means, what does it mean? When you
Remainder.
subtract 1 from there, it must be a multiple of 4. When you subtract from 1 from there, you should be get a multiple of 4. Or, in other words, what you can say, when you divide by 4, the remainder must be 1. When you remove 1, okay. So what is the possibility?
Okay.
It is, yes, 1, 5, 9. Is that no? 1 minus 1. When you divide 1 by 4, remainder is 1. If you divide 5 with 4, remainder is 1. 9, the remainder is, okay. Now the next one. Okay, now take the 21st question. The next question is from 21st question. Look at the question. A function f from R to R given as f of x is equal to x cube. F of x is equal to x cube. Is it 1, 1 on 2? What is the option? F is a function from R to R given by f of x is equal to x cube. Is, what is the answer? Yes, Dia?
1 and 1, 2.
Yes, it is 1, 1 and on 2, x cube, because it is x cube. Both all the values it can take. So it is both 1, 1 and on 2. Then take the 30th question. 30th one. 30th question. Let R be the relation in the set N given by R is equal to set of all ordered pair AB. This is a textbook question. In your textbook, which are all the MCQs you have, learn it thorough. First, make it thorough with all the MCQs in your textbook, miscellaneous exercise and all. R is set of all ordered pair AB, where A is equal to B minus 2 with B greater than 6. Then, what is the option? A, first element must be second element minus 2 and second element is greater than 6. Is that no? Second element should be greater than 6. So, first one anyhow it is not possible. Then, second element should be greater than 6. So, all the three cases are possible. And what is given here? First element is second element minus 2. So, what will be the answer? Krishna Chandran. What is the possible answer here? Krishna Chandran? What will be the answer, Krishna Chandran?
D.
D. A is B minus 2 is the condition satisfying there?
C.
Okay, so answer is C. Now take the next one. So in the next one, 37th question. 37th one. That A is equal to set 1, 2, 3, B is equal to 4, 5, 6, 7. F is 1, 4, 2, 5, 3, 6. Then F is best defined as. What is the answer? Okay, best defined means you may have more than one option, but which, okay, here you, if you look at there, it is a function. That is also possible, but which is the best one? Is it a 1-1 function? So therefore you can say it is an 1-1 function is otherwise called
Injective.
injective function. So answer is B. I think that's all. Okay. From real numbers, we have only, sorry, not real numbers, relations and functions, we have only this much questions. Okay, those are not taken the copy, take the copy and keep it with you. Do the question. Okay, prepare well, make it thorough with all the textbook questions. In miscellaneous exercise, examples and all, solve it again and again. Okay, Atul KK is present. Mark the attendance. Atul, absent. Okay, children. So with this, we end the session now. Thank you.